VC, it's Aaron with Alamer. Today I've got a special video here. Now this is going to be a long one, but it's going to be cool. So just over a month ago I did my contest, and in my contest I was, it was about the third album being your favorite from a band, and I pointed out that Dancing Undercover has always been my favorite RATT album, even though I love the first album and the second album a lot. And I was challenged by Geek to do a throwdown between Out of the Cellar and Dancing Undercover. Now I decided to do a throwdown between Out of the Cellar, Invasion of Your Privacy, and Dancing Undercover, all three, because I think they're all great. And listening back to these and going through this, I realized there's not a bad track on any of those three records. They're all very good, and I actually think I underrated them when I did my yearly rankings. And Christian Osario pointed that out to me. You're right, Christian. These albums are fantastic. All three of them are great. And this was a very hard thing. So I had to kind of try to come up with a way to do this that was impartial. So what I did is I went by track. So they all have 10 songs, 5 per side. So I went track one, and I put all the first track, the second track, third track against each other, and I ranked them in the order that I like them. Now this is very difficult in some situations where there was very good songs going up against each other, and it was very difficult, but I managed to do that. And what I did is I ranked them 1 to 3, and then I reversed it. So if a song was my number 1, it got 3 points. If it was number 2, it got 2 points. And if it was my least favorite of the 3, it got 1 point. So I did a point total for every song, and then I add them up at the end and see which album comes out on top. So I'm going to play a little clip from every song on these records and then talk about why I picked what I did. And we'll get started with the first track now. All right, so what a way to start out these records. 3 killer songs to start off every record. Wanted Man on Out of the Cellar, You're in Love on Invasion of Your Privacy, and Dance on Dancing Undercover. I love all 3 of these songs. Now, my ranking of these is going to be Wanted Man, number 1 from Out of the Cellar, Dance, number 2 from Dancing Undercover, and You're in Love, number 3 from Invasion of Your Privacy. And I'll have to say, this is one of the toughest rankings because I absolutely love the song Dance. It was hard not to put that as number 1, although Wanted Man is so good, and You're in Love is one of the best RATT songs too. So this is one of the hardest ones right off the bat. It just nailed me. So here we go, on to song number 2. All right, song 2. They all have strong second songs too. So we've got You're in Trouble from Out of the Cellar. We've got Never Use Love from Invasion of Your Privacy, and One Good Lover from Dancing Undercover. Now for this one, One Good Lover was my number 1 song. I love that song. They're all great though. And number 2 was You're in Love from Out of the Cellar, and number 3, Never Use Love from Invasion of Your Privacy. So there we go, on to song number 3. Song 3. Now this had two of their biggest hits. From Out of the Cellar, we've got Round and Round. From Invasion of Your Privacy, we've got Lay It Down. And from Dancing Undercover, Drive Me Crazy. All great songs. Wow, this was one of the hardest ones. I got to give this one number 1 to Lay It Down from Invasion of Your Privacy. Just edging out Round and Round at number 2 from Out of the Cellar. And Drive Me Crazy, a great song, but my third favorite of these three at number 3. So on to song number 4. Song number 4. Here we go. From Out of the Cellar, we have In Your Direction. On Invasion of Your Privacy, we've got Give It All. And from Dancing Undercover, we've got Slip of the Lip. So for me, my number 1 is Slip of the Lip from Dancing Undercover. Number 2 is In Your Direction from Out of the Cellar. And number 3 is Give It All from Invasion of Your Privacy. On to the last track of the side, coming up next.
How
last track of each side here. We've got She Wants Money from Out of the Cellar, Closer to My Heart from Invasion of Your Privacy, and Body Talk from Dancing Undercover. I've got to go Body Talk from Dancing Undercover. I love that song. It's really cool seeing that in The Golden Child as well, that movie with Eddie Murphy. Number 2, we've got She Wants Money from Out of the Cellar, and number 3, Closer to My Heart from Invasion of Your Privacy. So that wraps up side 1. And I've got to say, I noticed something when I listened to these 3 RATT records. And you know how all these metal bands or glam bands in the 80s had these power ballads? The closest they came to having a power ballad on these 3 records was Closer to Your Heart on Invasion of Your Privacy. That's kind of a power ballad, but they don't have any ballads on the first 3 records. Very cool. I think that's amazing, and they were that popular without, conforming to the power ballad formula. So here we go, on to side 2. Side 2 starts off great. This is just killer songs. So starting off, Out of the Cellar with Lack of Communication. Love that song. Between the Eyes from Invasion of Your Privacy and Looking for Love on Dancing Undercover. Now I have to tell you, this was my hardest one to choose between 1 and 2 because I absolutely love Lack of Communication and Looking for Love. Between the Eyes isn't a slouch either. That's a great song, but Looking for Love is one of my very favorite songs on Dancing Undercover. But I had to go Lack of Communication, number 1 from Out of the Cellar. That's number 1. Looking for Love, number 2. And Between the Eyes, number 3 from Invasion of Your Privacy. On to the second track of Side 2. Here we go. Another great 3 songs here. From Out of the Cellar, one of the best RATT songs, Back for More. From Invasion of Your Privacy, What You Give is What You Get. And from Dancing Undercover, 7th Avenue. Very different song for RATT. I love that song. This is another tough one for me because I love 7th Avenue. But Back for More is number 1. 7th Avenue, number 2. And What You Give is What You Get, number 3. I've seen a trend here of a lot of number 3s on Invasion, even though they're great songs. But got to give it to Back for More. On to the third song. We go. Another 3 great tracks. You got The Morning After on Out of the Cellar. We've got Me on the Line on Invasion of Your Privacy, and It Doesn't Matter on Dancing Undercover. Now this was an easy one for me. Easily It Doesn't Matter is my favorite of those 3 from Dancing Undercover, and I actually got to put Got Me on the Line number 2 and The Morning After number 3. Great song, but that's how I see these 3. All right, on to song number 4. Here we go. Song number 4. We got I'm Insane from Out of the Cellar. We've got You Should Know By Now from Invasion of Your Privacy, and Take a Chance on Dancing Undercover. Take a Chance, easily my favorite of these 3 from Dancing Undercover. You Should Know By Now is my number 2 from Invasion of Your Privacy, and I'm Insane, number 3, even though that's a heavy, great song. A little weaker than those 2 songs, in my opinion. So there I go. That's the 4th song. On to the last song of the records. So, The last song of the records, we got 3 great ones. Scene of the Crime from Out of the Cellar, a very unique RATT song. Love that one. Dangerous but Worth the Risk from Invasion of Your Privacy, and Enough is Enough from Dancing Undercover. 3 great songs to finish out the records. Got to go with Enough is Enough, number 1. That's one of my favorite songs on the record. Absolutely love it. It's maybe my favorite on Dancing Undercover. It's that good. I love Enough is Enough. Number 2, I got to go Scene of the Crime. It's so good from Out of the Cellar. And Dangerous but Worth the Risk. If it was on a different section, it might be number 1 or 2, but it's number 3 for this one. Love that song too. What an amazing 3 records RATT put out. Like I said, no ballads except for, Close to Your Heart's kind of a ballad. Other than that, no ballads, all rock, all no filler, great stuff. So let's see where this ends here. So I went through and I wrote it down. So Out of the Cellar, side 1, ended up with 11 points. Invasion of Your Privacy, side 1, ended up with 7 points. Dancing Undercover, side 1, ended up with 12 points. Side 2, Out of the Cellar, 10 points. Invasion of Your Privacy, 7 points again. And Dancing Undercover, 13 points, which means Dancing Undercover is the winner with 25 points. Out of the Cellar, number 2, 21. And Invasion of Your Privacy, number 3, with 14 points. Now, I know this wasn't a perfect system for doing this, but it was the one I came up with, and I think it was pretty good. Hope you like this video. And Garage Geek, I think I beat you on this, but, you might see the songs differently. Everybody probably sees the songs differently. That's just how I see them. I will see you next time. Have a great one, and rock and roll.